Hello. Hello. My name is Giancarlo Soriano and I will be presenting compassion fatigue. What is compassion fatigue? Compassion fatigue is described as an extreme state of tension and preoccupation with the suffering of those being helped to the degree that it can create secondary traumatic stress for the helper. Um, in other words, you are running empty on empathy for others, pretty much. Especially in the healthcare field, um, a lot of nurses and doctors do experience compassion fatigue. So, how does compassion fatigue impact nursing practice? Um, it does create more stress for the nurse, for nurses. If you're not happy where you work and you are experiencing compassion fatigue, you're most likely to resign, and therefore, it does increase turnover. Um, Again, like I said earlier, feeling of empathy are no longer present. It leads to increased risk of harmful events for patient. Depending how bad you are experiencing compassion fatigue, you could develop a negative attitude towards others and patients. Um, you most likely will feel overwhelmed all the time. Um, So going back to the increased risk of harmful event for patient, it could be something like you forgot to provide pain medication prior to care because due to your compassion fatigue, you just your motivation is not the same and you just want to be in and out of that patient room and just be done with your day. Um, Something like that can create and harmful event for the patient because that patient will most likely experience pain when that could have been preventative um, by the nurse. Impact on society. I think anybody could experience um, compassion fatigue, especially those working as a caregiver. Like I said earlier, nurses, doctor, a police officer, teacher, CNAs, aides, um, really pretty much anybody that's working as a caregiver. Another example is, and I'm sure you guys have heard it before, don't give money to the homeless people, they can find a job. And I think they feel that way because they are experiencing compassion fatigue towards the homeless. Um, Maybe in the past they helped somebody that was homeless and they felt that that person was taking advantage of their, of the help that they were providing, and maybe that created something in their mind that every time they see a homeless patient, sorry, a homeless person, they just become or experience compassion fatigue, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna help. They can go and find a job, um, and be back, in society as a productive citizen or something. My three smart adjectives, my picture here. Take time to relax. It's very important to do that. Um, to help reduce or prevent compassion fatigue, you could develop a plan to go to the gym 3 times a week for an hour. That's self care and that's some me time, and that is a time for you to maybe reflect. It's just a time for you, yourself, and which also helps the mind and release stress. Um, you can plan on provide a new service um, at your job for others to provide information on signs symptoms of compassion fatigue, which includes excessive blaming or poor self-care, or you can start a journal where you can write things down that will make you feel less stressed. Here's my question. There's my question. How do you feel at your job? And here are the reference.